kicking like that shit. I do magic.
Yeah, my flow's on destructo disc. Too afraid to cuff a bitch. These boys on that sucker shit. Bitch, your price enough shit like.
Hey, what is going on, guys? We're gonna be going over the dev notes. Basically, what dev notes are is a list of things that we do before we go into like before we release our game. We plan it out. We stopped doing this after a while, but now we're back and we're gonna be doing this often. So I'm gonna be reading off my dev notes, right? They're not in order, but I'll send you a link to where you can read dev notes. If you guys have any cool ideas, you guys can send us. Post it on our Instagram links because we read our Instagram comments. We see what you guys comments. We take suggestions. Like you guys wanted more uploads, you're getting more uploads. So let me organize this. So I want to get this in order. So from the first note is it starts off by saying leveling. I'm gonna have something on the screen as well, right? So leveling, we're basically doing like a log training for this. It's not gonna be the main type of leveling. Trust me. If you hate the log training or if you love it, it's still gonna be in the game. You're still gonna be able to level using that kind of method. Redoable daily boss missions. What is this? What is redoable daily boss missions? Okay, scratch out an entire idea because we already scratched it. There's gonna be Kages in the game. You go to that Kage, you talk to them like Naruto. They assign you an ED, or you can pick your what rank rank type of mission you want. It's like EDS A. I'm not sure what order. I forgot the order, but I wrote them down somewhere, and I forgot where I wrote them down. But it's gonna be like ordered types of missions based on your level, like what type of mission you can do. Like you know how Naruto started off as a kid. He the first mission we saw him do was like chase after like an animal or something like that. Like you basically do like little simple stuff like that for the beginners missions. That's just one type of leveling method. The next type is story mode. I have story mode in a different one. Where is it? Alright, story is like story mode is gonna be something that allows us to go free based on this game. So let me put this paper down. Story mode is basically like it's hard to create with the playtime being low. What does that mean? Like playtime being low, meaning that not many people will choose to play story mode. So in our to make story mode something good in our game, you've been hearing story mode since the beginning of Shinobi Life, right? And then we never created it because Shinobi Life you can easily just hack everything and get it instantly. So there's no real reason to make it in Shinobi Life. That's why we saved it for this game. Let me go over this. Story mode, you're gonna be able to play it once a day. It's gonna level you like crazy. You can redo stories once a day. Basically, when you play the story, you live through some time or era that we set the story in. You play a story, you get massive amounts of XP for playing with the story and completing it. It's gonna level you faster than the log training does in a day. Not on top of that, you still got the Kage rank stuff that you can do. Let me read off my notes. Okay, it's gonna be like short concepts of NPC player interactions. So, like in the anime or in anime games, how they have like where the two of the characters are talking on the screen, like there's dialogue. So we're gonna try to copy like the anime exactly, but not too much, because we wanna basically this is gonna add up to us wanting to create our own story. Because this game is based on the time period after Shippuden, but not directly in Boruto's era. It's after like the war and everything. It's basically where they didn't go too much in detail. Where it's based on how Sasuke went around the world learning and doing all that stuff. So we're gonna try to take that kind of concept and try to maybe make like that's the type of bill I'm going for the game. So the final value is gonna be destroyed. You're gonna see all these little things that put into the game that it's like after the time, like the war, not into like the future where there's we're gonna go into the future as well, so it's gonna be throughout the entire time period. It's gonna be like a mixed game, really accurate to the anime, but to live through like the time period. And this is, let me just go through my notes. Back to this one. So, if you're wondering, the KG system, you're not gonna have to pay for the second or third KG in this game, nor will you have to pay for elements. Those are gonna be completely free. My bad. I'm trying to do this without editing it because I have to go to school really quick. Not like really quick. Like I need to actually go to school. So the element system is going to be completely different. It's going to be back to our old concept that we did in Nosa 3, and it's going to be mixed in with Nosa 2. So all elements are going to be available for everyone, meaning that instead of listing them individually and just not creating jitsus after 5 only created jitsus for them, we're gonna list them in a huge tabs, and you can use all element jitsus. But here's the thing: you choose 2 elements you want to master in. And choosing those 2 elements is going to allow you to make basically another element be like it's going to allow you to unlock more moves to the element. We're undecided if we want to make those 2 elements have a mixture and give you another Keki Genkai, which would be kind of cool, where you can choose like multiple Keki Genkais from mixing your elements. So everything's up for a discussion. We're just gonna create the game how we want, like from these notes, and when the time period comes to creating stuff from the notes, we'll see if we can change it, and we'll tell you guys about it. So the Jitsu system, this is our combat system for the Jitsus. There's gonna be attack, range, defense, and heal. We might take out the heal and replace it with something else, but we're not sure. Because there's no one wants to be a healer. Basically, like who's gonna really heal during a battle? I mean, everyone wants to heal, but no one wants to rely on a teammate. You know, this shit. Man, I might have to edit this. Because this is more like, yeah, you're gonna be playing with your friends, but you really want to rely on your friend. It's not like it's not like Shinobi Striker. It's its own thing. Let me go through the clan creation concept. So, the clan creation concept is where you can create in-game clans with your friends. It's gonna cost Robux, 500 Robux. The reason doing this is because we're gonna have the ability to create your own clan jitsu. You get to meet Haguramo, basically the Sage of 6 Paths. Invite others and set roles, like roleplay ranks to others in the game. So, no, you don't all have to create the clan to be in the clan. So one person creates it, and you can have members in your clan. So the Robux keeps the clans from being spammed, and we can have someone monitor, basically me monitor how much clans are creating in the game. And if there's too many clans and too many inactive clans, we basically delete it after a certain amount of time. Okay, so basically, you get like a clan Keki Genkai. You get to create your jitsu and set stuff to your jitsu, and that's the clan creation concept for now. So jitsus affect weapons is the next one. Yeah, you know how in Shinobi Life how we had after the 3rd attack, it does the jitsu. That concept is outdated and old, and we honestly don't like the concept anymore because it's just like QQQ. There's not really combat activating. So we're gonna do where we set jitsus in the tab, and those certain jitsus can give you effects on your swords. Like basically, let's take this for example. The lightning element, we set like a jitsu for it, which you can activate onto your weapon. The weapon goes into like it turn, you know, Sasuke's sword for example, how there's lightning around his sword and like how you can slice and it stuns people, and it's gonna be like that. Not just that, it's gonna have a jitsu when you right click and hold. You're gonna be able to charge your jitsu for your sword and activate it. It's gonna have a cooldown and it's gonna be lit. So that's with the combat system, then addition to the combat system. Okay, Yeah, I use examples like you know how Danzo used the shurikens, and he put like wind around his shurikens by blowing air onto it, and then he threw the shurikens and they were like giant windmills. So it's basically like those type of jutsus to affect weapons. And it's gonna be this is why that we need to plan out games, because we didn't do this for Injustice, we didn't do this for any of our games besides Shinobi Life, Gaiden, and Naruto RPG. So this is like a continuation. So these techniques, yeah, I ran over that. Okay, roleplay groups return. I don't like. Okay, let me get into this. I don't like people on Roblox. I don't like how people mistreat each other on Roblox. I don't like being in charge of that. Like I don't like being in charge of how people treat people badly in my groups because they want power in a rank. Like I completely hate that. But if you're a role player, comment below. I love roleplay. So this game's gonna be heavily on. This game's gonna be heavily based on like a roleplay community. So we're gonna be putting a lot of roleplay features into this. So if you're into roleplay, let us know in the comments down below. So I already went over the element concept. Yeah, I already went over that. Okay, and here I think I went over the level. Yeah, this is the note. This is the note for the leveling system V2. Basically, I went over this already with the story mode. You can rank from the story mode, rank from Hokage. The leveling is gonna be completely easy. There's gonna be like a ranked tuning. You know how we're gonna do the tuning exams within players. You're gonna see how that's gonna work once we implement it in the game and we can show it off. Because when I talk about it, it's gonna sound confusing. I need to make like an image to explain it, which I cannot. I need to go to school. Okay, next one, Jitsu classification system. So here, oh yeah, this is the new one. So it's gonna be range, attack, defense, and mode. This is much easier because, man, I'm sorry, yes, I'm like, I got sick because of my fucking because my grandparents came and like they got sick, and then like they got me sick, whatever. Like they're not even my grandparents, they're my stepfather's parents. Are they considered my grandparents? I don't know. So body flicker is going to be a huge thing in the combat system. I know that a lot of people are commenting to make it a Jitsu. We're not sure if we're going to make it something where everyone can use or a Jitsu. It might be a preset. Right now I'm very sick, and I'll talk to you guys later. You're going to see more of a better explanation with these concepts when we show it off.